Anchors away. Welcome to Big D Country. This is your lovable widower, Prince DJ. And you may be wondering, hey, Prince DJ, what's your costume? It's here. I got it with me. It's just in my bag. I am officially homeless. Again. Yeah. So, uh, I don't know if anybody know who have been listening to this podcast for a while, except for a few people that might know my story. But for the benefit that those that don't know my story, I was homeless before. I was homeless before in a state that I don't want to mention because they screwed me out of food stamp and they tried to kill me, try to live on food $5 a day, even though I was living on the streets. And they keep sending me to unsafe shelters. Then I was also homeless in Boston, where even though I did like the shelter because it was on an island and it was surrounded by water, of course, I love the cruising. But there was a guy there who I guess was obviously gay and for some reason thought that I would be his next victim. No, I do not go that way. I am trying to look for another wife. WIFE. Okay, I'm trying to look for another wife. Okay. But make a long story short, I never wanted to go to a shelter, only men's shelter ever again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. So that's why I am trying my best to try to stay in hotels where I can have at least have a roof over my head as long as possible. Okay. I wanted to try to do that as long as possible. Because you never know who's going to be at a men's shelter. Of course, for the ladies, you never know who's going to be at a women's shelter. Okay. You could have inmates coming back from prison without a home or jail after a while. You may have people who have other mental issues besides mine, which is severe depression and PTSD. Oh, there's other types of mental illness. You might have people who are gay, and you have a smorgasbord of people in those shelters. I'd rather be a roommate in a single room than be in a shelter with all those other people. Believe me, it's not easy being a widow, and I was happy when I was married. That 1 year, I was still in the learning process of being a husband, and I want to be a great husband. I want to be married for 20, 50, 30, 100 years, like everybody else. I want to be a normal marriage, even if I couldn't have kids. I want it to be a normal marriage. But yet I've been a widower for 7 years, now going on eight this August. I've been a widower longer than I've been married. And it hurts. So, the people who are married happy, especially like when I watch videos and when they do opening with families, it just make me jealous because I don't have that. Look at me. Look at me. I'm not Denzel Washington. I'm not Tom Cruise. I'm not Donald Trump. I'm not Tom Brady. I'm not The Rock. Okay. I'm not somebody else who is handsome, yet I've been called handsome. But do you see me with a lady now? Is a lady with inside this room with my doing a video with me? No, no. It's just me and you, the citizens of the Big D country. It's just me and you. Okay. We got inflation. Also, we're in danger of being default because Congress, especially some of the Republicans in Congress, want to cut Social Security, want to cut food stamps, want to cut so much that we don't even have enough to live off on. It's going to send thousands of millions of people on the street that are not wealthy or family. And they want a bill that has work requirement for people that are able-bodied, even though I'm not able-bodied, that had to want people to work 20 hours in order to get SNAP benefit and Medicaid. And I didn't say Medicare because it wasn't included in that. But they want people to work. Okay, so what if I can't work? I have disabilities. I have severe depression, PTSD. I'm traumatized over things. Okay, I lost my wife. I don't think I'm ever going to recover from that. Never, ever. But I'm trying to push through, and I'm even trying to fight suicidal thoughts that I have every now and then. Now, even though it is not the sin that will cause me to go to hell because I'm going through so much right now, but I won't do it because, I'm not going to do it because A, I can't stand the pain, but I can't even stand the pain here. B, even though I have very little faith, I still have faith in God. I still believe in God. And the only way that could send me to hell is if I reject the Lord Jesus, and I won't do that. I will not do that. No, no, I will not do that. But I won't kill myself because of the fact I can't take that much pain. I had the thoughts are there. The thoughts are there. Let me tell you this again. The thoughts are there. The thoughts are there. But do I do it? No. 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 Okay. Suicide is selfish, and a lot of people will be hurt over that. I'm hurt over JV suicide, and he was my mentor. He mentored me to do the Big D Zone. I am still hurt over that. I still want Pier 39 to be destroyed in San Francisco. I want it to be destroyed. I'm still hurt over that. So what do you think would happen if somebody killed my if I were to take my own life? Somebody would be hurt. My fans would be hurt. Okay? People at GSP would be hurt. Gangster Productions would be hurt. I don't want to suffer, but I don't want other people to suffer too. So I have to go through it. I had to stay and suffer. See, this is why I have a do not resuscitate order. If I were to have a heart attack or if I were to die in an accident, let that kill me. Let that take me. Because I don't want to suffer in 10 times worth of pain than I'm already going through mentally. 10 times worth of pain. And then you keep losing somebody after you do important things or about to do important things. And I lost my mother-in-law, who I got along with. I lost my late wife, who I love very much, still do. I lost my friend who I mentored, which is Tyrone Jackson Breakthrough. By the way, my wife's name was Teresa Denell Porter, and like I said, I lost my friend who I mentored, which was Tyrone Jackson's Breakthrough. And I had to go to his funeral in a state that I do not respect because they tried to kill me, they tried to murder me, but I went because he was my friend. I went out of respect for my friend. And would I do it again, even though I don't like that state? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. In a heartbeat. He was my friend. Just before I went to Podfest, like I said, I lost my mentor JV because of suicide, because of Lyme disease. And now I'm afraid of ticks because, like I just said, I won't do suicide because it's a selfish act. Even though it won't send me to hell because I don't reject. I don't. I okay. I'm not gonna reject Jesus because I believe in Him. I believe He died on the cross for me and my sins, both past and present and future. I'm still in this body. I'm still in flesh. I'm still in flesh. I'm not a perfect Christian. I will mess up. I will make a lot of long shots. I'm not perfect. There's only one that was perfect. That's Jesus. Sometimes I curse like a sailor, but I'm not perfect. People just demand the profession. The military also demand profession, but they won't get that from me. Even though I will still go because, you know, I don't want people to think I'm a draft dodger, even though I'm disabled. That I just go there, they'll see that I'm disabled, and they'll send me back. But at least the fact that they know that I'm not a draft dodger. We got inflation, people being priced out of houses, apartments, every single day. Seeing the stories. Now we're facing the default. People will be losing jobs. People's social security benefits will be delayed. You know, people's pensions for governments will be delayed and all like that. It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna be good. And I have something else to be depressed over. All because of the Freedom Caucus and the far right want barbaric cuts to people who need these lifelines the most. And if they cut it far that we can't live, I don't know what to say. This is why I'm leaving the Republican Party because I was a Republican Party after my wife converted me to the Republican Party. I was first a Democrat and then an independent. Okay, all right. So I will be hurting back into an independent party. I will never go back to Republican Party as long as I have breath. Even if I have a wife who is Republican, she can still keep who she believes, but I won't go back to the Republican Party ever again, ever again. Even if that means I'll never be able to run and win for president as a third party. Okay, third parties usually doesn't have a chance to win in general elections. I tried, failed. I tried, but how could I mean? And even Kevin McCarthy, when he said he was saying this bill was what he was doing, it was like, wow, this was so barbaric that he wants to do, and it's his way, and some of these extreme right way or the highway, and then we'll go into the fall. And want to. President Biden don't want to negotiate. He wants a straight, clean debt ceiling raise bill with no cuts, nothing, or if we go to default. I won't last long if the country defaulted because it takes money to get food. It takes money to live somewhere. I'm getting ready to move to Houston. Matter of fact, my flight is on May 3rd. Okay. I had to leave I had the option to leave May 1st, but they wanted me out of there. They wanted me out of there. Okay. They didn't even every time that there was a bus spray that was supposed to be happening, it never came to my apartment because they usually would come even if I'm asleep. That I gave them permission to do so. They never came to my apartment, so they was chasing me out. I've been there for 3 damn years. 3 years. They was chasing me out. So they got to went their way. I wanted to save. I wanted to invest money so that I could have money once I moved to Texas, and then I will have another way to have extra money once I lose my blind pension. Now I have to keep some for a while, so some of these things I'll have to keep, like blind pension, in Missouri. I have to keep the food stamps until I'm stable enough, so then I could be able to do the food stamps in Texas. Now I'll still get an ID, yes, but I still have to keep my ID in Missouri, so I can have ID. You know, it's very hard for people who are homeless to that those that without ID to attain ID. I know that. I wasn't born last night. I was homeless before. So I don't want to sleep in another airport so I could try to avoid being under arrest. Now, some of these states and some of these places making it illegal to be homeless or being in tents or sleeping on the streets in general. They're making it illegal to be homeless. Whether they try to find them when they don't even have money, and try to save up money for an apartment or another place, or they just lock them up, incarcerate them. It's really sad. It's really sad. That's why I have to be in hotels, or even if possible, I have to get a room like I did when I was in Boston. Okay, this will be my first of many homeless blogs until I get an apartment. Okay, I do have a plan for when I go to Houston. Now, I originally was going to go to OYH Hotel in Bush Airport. The problem was they wanted $60 incidental for. Now I still might go to Oyo, but now I saw a Studio Six right by the airport, of course, or close by the airport. I saw a Studio Six. I could start there because I really need to do applications for apartments. I really need to do that. Also, I try to do some advertising for my either my Live Good or uh, Got Backup or Nexus Rewards, which I will talk about in other videos. But I like the Nexus Reward one because you could get $34 for once you're upgraded. You can get $34 if a free member decides to sign up and look at the place. You don't get money to until somebody upgrades with these other programs and places. But in Nexus Rewards, you'll get $34 if somebody even signs up as a free member. Okay, they even got their own capture page. All right, so that's just good. And look good and got their own backup page, but you won't make any money on them until you become affiliate. Okay. Thank God it was a one time affiliate fee. Thank God. Okay. I mean, I do have something to fall back on in case this country goes into default, just in case, but it's taken a while because I had to wait the cutoff day because one cutoff day is Thursday, which is Live Good. Another cutoff day is Wednesday, is it's got backup. Okay. And I have to wait on those days. Sometimes I get lucky and sometimes I don't. It's almost like literally a crapshoot. And the advertising, people try to get on, but they don't even sign up. And then some of them won't even upgrade. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I mean, I'm doing videos and everything like that, and nobody upgrade. Nobody. No money. Not a thing. Not a soul. I mean, it's really this. I only got one people that became a member and upgraded as an affiliate. And I only need one more person as to get a bronze to be a bronze member, which is the first promotion in Live Good. I'm still trying to get there. But now I got a diamond under me. I believe my sponsor told me I got a diamond. No, above me. Sorry, above me. I got a diamond above me, and now I just found out during last night. During last night Live Good cutoff. I got a bronze. So somebody became bronze before me, and I'm not even bronze yet. Now, even though that still helped me or it could help me, but I'm not even bronze yet. I want to be bronze too. At least that. Nobody, but nobody want to help me. It took me hours. I asked for help for trying to get money for food. It took me hours for me to get help and to get money for I could get a hold off just for today, and I'm waiting for my payment on disability, Social Security. It took me up to 7 o'clock. I want to give a special shout out, thank you to the Prime Minister of Big D Country because now I do got two prime ministers because I love both podcast movement and uh and podcast. But the one that helped me was the prime minister representing podcast movement, and I thank you for that. Out of all my followers, I have umpteen amount of followers on Facebook, umpteen amount of followers on Facebook, umpteen amount of followers on Twitter. I placed ads, but does none any of my followers sign up? No, no. And they, oh, social media is the best place to advertise because it's free. Or even if you do have to pay for advertising, it's still the best way to advertise it. Well, not if your name is Prince DJ or AKA Deshaun Porter, but not if it's me. Do I have bad luck with marketing or something? Is it just my bad luck? What is it? What is it? What? I try to copy and paste during other ads that work for somebody else that probably tend to get signups. It doesn't work for me. I do safeless. I'd be a slave to clicking, trying to get credits. It doesn't replicate into conversions for me. It may revert to conversions to other people, but it doesn't revert to conversions for me. And I'm just being brutally honest. I ain't being truthfully honest. But I'm still trying. I'm still trying. Okay. Can't I have a successful business like every other else, like every other internet marketer without paying an arm and a leg? I'm homeless. I'm homeless. I'm not on the streets, but I'm just one step away I'm just one step away from the streets. One step away. I'm homeless. I'm working on getting another apartment now, but in Texas. Houston, Texas. I don't want to be out on the streets. I don't want to be out in this shelter where you got so many people you don't know whether you get hit on or hurt or maybe even killed. Okay? There's a reason why people won't go into shelters. And you wonder why people won't go into shelters. You wonder why. When people are offering, people who come to the homeless on the street say, hey, would you like to get a bed in a shelter? Now I know why. It's not just because they're mentally disabled or on drugs. Now some people are. Yes, don't get me wrong. But there's other people why people are homeless. They might lost homes in a fire. You ever thought about that? They may have lost homes in a flood. Okay? Or maybe the government might have took their homes away, called eminent domain. Even though they might have to give them money, give them compensation, but it will take a while for them to find them a home. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. So that's why my first line of defense, when I knew I was going to be homeless, and earlier than I expected, because I was supposed to move out in October. That was when my lease were to end, and I wasn't going to renew. I was not going to renew. Okay. So I was trying to seamlessly wait until October. But then I almost was going to get kicked out this month. But I said, okay, can I move out May 1st? And the landlord said, yes, I can work with that. So here I am. But I decided to leave on the 27th, which was yesterday, so I could be out of their hair. I didn't take a lot of stuff. I took about 3 bags, and that was it. That was all I could carry. I'm not carrying a lot of stuff to my flight. Do you know they charge for the bags? Now, I know Southwest, so you can fly 2 bags for free, plus take a carry-on with you. But what if I had a lot of bags and I'm moving? Okay. What I'm going to do with that, and I'm on the streets, if we default. That's what I'm going to end up if I default. I mean, you talk about delaying people's Social Security. Okay. I mean, Janet Yellen even says it's going to be bad. Okay. Now they claim that the Social Security won't be stopped; it'll just be payments delayed. Okay. But what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do if the hotel says that if I can't pay, I got to check out? What am I going to do? I would tell, hey, I mean, I'm in on my money, but the country's in default and I'm on disability. I don't earn. Sorry. You have to check out where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna do these vlogs every now and then because I still love the podcast, and I still going to do the wrestling podcast with the sheriff because we have this so much fun talking about wrestling. There is going to be a podcast on May 3rd. No, May 4th. May 4th. Long shot. May 4th. Long shot. And everything. So, the one that I can pronounce, and I'll have my other links down on the description below this video. Uh, of course, the easiest one, livegoodtour.com/Big D Country. Livegoodtour.com/Big D Country. And everything else, like the got back up, and then yeah, everything else like the got back up. And when I do the Nexus reward upgrade, I will put that link in the description down below. I think I'm gonna wait until I do that, but I just want to do the video first. So I am back, but I just haven't been up to it because I've been so depressed, and now we lost Jerry Springer a month after I lost JV. But I want to tell you something interesting. Before we lost Jerry Springer, okay, now his show had been off for a long time. All right. I had a dream where I found myself in the audience of the Jerry Springer show. Okay, so the part that I woke up is, when after the guests come in and they had their fight, and uh the story was going on in the show, and then it was time for when the audience asked the guests a question or roast some of the guests, and then get the ladies get the Jerry Springer beads like that. And then usually from time to time, the producer will choose the audience member at time. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen at time when the producer select the audience member to bring the show into the break for Jerry's final thought. And it does happen. And sometimes Jerry do this, bring to the break of the final thought. But then the producer, I don't know what happened. I was so enjoying the show in the dream, and then the producer went to me and said, "You're going." No, 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 no. Jerry said to me, "Okay, the producer said that you're going to bring us into the break." So what I did like if I was doing a podcast or anything like that. But I said, now I don't know if I remember correctly what I said. So I may have made a long shot, but I said, Jerry will be right back. No, I might say, don't go away. Jerry will be right back with his final thought. And when the way that I said it like I was doing my podcast. And then everybody, the entire audience said, give him job, give him job, give him job, give him job. Next thing you know, the producer gave me a job. I'm working on the Jerry Springer show before I woke up. I had a job on the Jerry Springer show in my dream. All because the audience liked it the way I did the bringing them into break. The audience, I still remember the chant. They were like, "Give him job, give him job, give him job." I mean, that felt so very good. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't know that. And now, after the dream, we started the dream. Jerry Springer died. He's the same person that gave us Steve Vocal, because Steve Vocal worked as head of security on the Jerry Springer show. And then Steve Wilkos have his show. Okay, I'm well. I outdid my welcome on this video. I gotta go. So don't forget, livegoodtour.com/Big D Country, and I'll also leave next this reward where you could shop, save money on groceries and hotels. Do a way lot better than I do, but they require you to have an app. But they also have a program that if you upgrade, you can make $34 each, and believe me, $34 will add up much better than $1 or $5 or $10 because you can't even buy anything for $10 lately because of this inflation crap. So I'm trying to do multiple streams of income because if we do go in the fall, And if I don't get benefits or they delay, the hotel's going to kick me out. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I joined Live Good for a year. And yes, that's why I joined Got Backup for a year. I did the $100 option, but probably now I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. So, oh, the stress. And even last night was stressful. I had ordered McDonald's that came, which is only a 1/4 pounder. I had pizza, but I had to wait an hour. I needed something to eat, possibly overnight, and I didn't know the driver because they wanted to show me the driver because it was contactless delivery. They didn't know where I was at. They left the food on the door, but they didn't knock on the door and said, "Hey." No, they didn't knock on the door because if I would knock on the door, I would have known the driver was there. I had to guess. I had to guess to get my pizza. And I'm gonna go. This is Chris DJ at the Big D Zone. I'm out of here. I gotta get back to church. I gotta get back to church. I'm out of here.